So an asparagus with aioli in the center, delicious, amazing.
Bonsoir et bon appétit. I'm going to show you how to make artichokes that are delicious and so French. This recipe is from the north of France, Normandy, Bretagne area, just lovely. I grew up with artichokes and they're wonderful. Simple ingredients, quick and easy. So you need artichokes. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut off the stem. But the stem is edible, so you're going to save that. And you're going to put it in a pot, put it upside down, put it in the water. And we're going to cut the other stem, very short. You want to make sure that it sits flat like this. And then you're going to drop it in there. Now you want to put this in a tight fitting pot. So if you're doing 3 or 4 bigger pot, just make sure it's nice and tight in there. Now these stems, you're going to take the ends in about 1/4 inch cut off, like that, so that it's a nice green color. Okay, and you're going to drop those in. Now we're going to drop some salt. Like that. And we're going to add water. And you want to almost cover the whole thing. But not quite. So it's going to just bob there. And that's why you need it tight. So it looks like that. All right. Now we're just going to put this on the stove. Cover it, put our heat on, and bring it to a boil, and then we're going to lower the temperature to a simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes until it's done. Now, in the meantime, we're going to make an aioli. And an aioli, I'm going to show you a quick, easy way to do it. So this is my little mini blender. If you don't have one of these, you can use a traditional blender. Okay, but a blender is really handy. Or if you don't have a blender at all, you can whisk it. But you got to be quick. So, anyways, 2 egg yolks. We're gonna drop that in. Need a spoon. I'm gonna take some Dijon mustard. Okay, so I'm using a French Dijon mustard. If you're in the States, Grey Poupon will work. Excuse me, do you happen to have some Grey Poupon? All right, I don't know if anybody remembers that commercial, but anyways, a big heaping spoon of Grey Poupon, or Dijon mustard, I should say. I'm using Roland Dijon mustard. There we go. Maybe a little bit, a tad more. I like a lot of mustard. Beautiful. Okay. Ring-a-ling. Okay. Now we're going to drop some garlic in there. And we're going to put a little bit of salt. Just a tad. And we are going to get our olive oil. And I'm using an extra virgin, and I'm just going to pour a little bit, not too much. And we're going to do this 3 times to build our aioli. Super easy way to do it. So I got my easy blender here. If you have a traditional blender, put all the ingredients in your blender and then slowly put it on and slowly pour the olive oil in there until it thickens, very slowly. So I'm going to turn. And I'm going to spin it. There we go. All right. And this noisy part, I will edit out for your pleasure. All right. So unroll it. And now you're going to add a little bit a little bit more olive oil. That's enough. And then you're gonna put this back on. And I like these small blenders because it's a lot easier to scoop it out. But anyways, a bigger blender, some people prefer a bigger blender, some don't. Whatever you are comfortable with. Now we're going to add a little more olive oil. And you see how it's starting to thicken? And this is the last part. Sometimes I do it, add a little bit more because I'm very conservative in my olive oil additions. Okay, and we're gonna take a look at that. We're gonna thicken it up a little more. All right, let's take a look. See how it's getting thicker? I think I'm just going to add a drizzle more olive oil, and that will definitely do it. Okay, and there you have it, aioli. And you can add some pepper. I think I like that. Oh, look at that. You see that? Look how creamy that is. That looks good. All right. Ready to go. I'm just going to put this aside. And now we got to wait that this comes to boil, come to simmer, 20 to 25 minutes. And then we'll be back, and I'll show you how to put this together as a starter, how awesome this is. It's going to blow your mind, really. It is delicious. It's so French. It's so delicious. Yes. Anyways, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So, it took a little longer than 20 minutes. How you check is take a fork, put it in there, goes in smooth, you're good. All right, so I got my 2 artichokes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one plate. I'm going to grab one of those artichokes, let it drain, turn it upside down. Very important, let it cool for a few minutes before you do this, okay? But what you're going to do is you're going to carefully open up the flour, literally. So it's too hot right now, so I got to wait a few minutes, but we'll be right back, and I'll show you how we do that, okay? Okay, so I'm slowly, carefully spreading it, and how I do it is I take my hands and push it from the side out. Then I take a spoon and gently pull out from the center. And it's hot, so you gotta take your time, but you know what? It's a beautiful thing. And it's a delicious thing. But the presentation is amazing. So I just keep taking my spoon and loosening it like that. Oh my gosh. And keep breaking it up gently. And pull back with your hands like that. See how I'm doing that? Beautiful. And then keep pulling. And then finally, you get to the heart. Well, the part you can't eat, which is the center. So this, right in the center, you're just going to pull. And it's a little hot right now, but oh. Let's see if I can do it. Boom. So I'm doing this on the video thing. So You can wait a few minutes. But now I'm just going to clear out the center like that. And that's what it looks like. And then I'm going to carefully, with a spoon, take out the spiny part, the unedible part, which looks like fiber. And I'm just going to clean it out. There we go. And beautiful. So, you know, 1 minute video, you're not going to learn how to do this correctly. So, stop doing that. Okay, so look at that. I got all this funny part out. And that's the heart. Okay? So now, the stem is edible. The heart's edible. And the tips of the leaves are edible. So now what we're going to do... Sorry, I got something else going on there. So we're going to take the aioli, and we're going to take a nice spoon of it and drop it in the center. And that's your, so simply, somebody comes, they serve themselves, take a little tip here. Delicious. So you scrape the leaves on the outside, so the spiny part you don't eat. See that? And then the splinter is the artichoke part. You eat it all. Look how beautiful that is. Now, we'll do the other one. We'll take a picture. I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. Bonsoir, bon appetit. I hope you like my real videos of how to make things. It's not in a minute. It's not these shorts, because cooking, I mean, yeah, you get the gist of a short, but you really don't learn how to do it. And if you do it that way, it's going to fail. My videos show you how to really do it and make real results. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you like it, please subscribe and like it and do whatever else you want with it. But anyways, comments, I love comments, by the way. Anyways, bonsoir et bon appétit.